Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to a divine message. Or see what's going on. See what needs to come through. The star, guaranteed success. December. Older woman. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. Pay attention to your work. And stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Okay, so there's a success that has to do with an older woman. This older woman could be a Capricorn or a Sagittarius. A truth speaker, a truth beer. This person's great at expressing themselves. So you may be the older woman or somebody else. Feeling Sagittarius. Even the Capricorns in December have major Sagittarius energy. This person is telling you to pay attention to your work, to cut through the distraction. That there's new opportunities for you if you listen, if you pay attention to your work. If you pay attention to your work, your past work, your current work, and your future work. It's Spirit is saying it's you, it's your work, it's the stuff that you do, your visions. The insight is in your work. So you could be an artist who you have a lot of masterpieces. You have a lot of great work under your name. And so does this Sagittarius. The Sagittarius woman. Your guys' work transcends, it changes. You allow it to be mysterious. You allow it to not make any sense. You allow yourself to take risks in this work. You allow yourself to surprise yourself, surprise your future self. You're like, let me push the limits. Let me get a little bit loose. I feel like my future self wants me looser. So you kind of just let go. Spirit is saying if you don't want to do it for anybody, do it for your future self. But I feel there is a Sagittarius woman. They're a star. They're teaching you to be a star. This person could have kept it real low key. They don't really care whether you know about them. That's what makes them special. They know the energy they emanate. They know that energy doesn't lie. It doesn't matter if people appreciate them. It doesn't matter if people see all the love that they're emanating. They don't need to say it out loud. Their work speaks for itself, and their energy speaks for itself. Even if they made no work, even if they sat down and meditated, that would still work. You would still feel their love. You would still feel their energy. They would still be helping. So that's another thing they're teaching you, that you don't always need to work. And I feel like there could be something that you're doing that actually doesn't require any work. Part of the work is to not do it. Part of the work is to not do it. To just listen. Okay? There's a lot of art forms like that. The only homework is to live. You don't need to practice the actual art. Maybe all art forms are like that. There's times to practice and there's times not to. Spirit is saying, for everything. And there is no right direction. It's a choice at any given moment. But I feel like you're making sorry. You're making your practice epic. Even your practice, even when you say, I'm gonna work on my skills, you're making that fun. You're making that godly. You're making it divine. Shining could be your practice. Your practice could be in front of other people. Okay. There gets to a point of stardom where that has to be the case. You can't practice alone. There's always eyes on you. Okay, door. Opportunities are waiting for you. October. Man. Dealings or relationship with a man. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger can be important. Kite. Vacation. And vase. Secret admirer. Okay, there's a Libra man, Libra or Scorpio. I'm feeling Scorpio. This could be a stranger. Again, this could be, Spirit is saying this could be another person where they don't care if you know them. They help you under the radar. They help you in a low-key way. This is somebody that knows you. Okay, so there's a Scorpio man and a Sagittarius woman. These people know you. They send you love. This Scorpio man could be a stranger right now. You've never met him, but he admires you and he embodies vacation energy, which is not easy to embody as a Scorpio. Scorpios go through a lot. They go through a lot. They go through a lot of pain. They go through a lot of death. They go through a lot of transformation. It's difficult. It's difficult, as you hear the bird, it's difficult for them to be an eagle. It's difficult for them to feel like they're free, to feel like there's enough, you've done enough shedding. You could enjoy yourself. And Spirit is saying, and this person is saying, that even if you're not a Scorpio, maybe you are, you've done it. Like you've embodied the Scorpio, you've mastered the Scorpio, you've mastered the eagle. You're the eagle now. You could finally enjoy being the Scorpio now. So I'm feeling you may not be a Scorpio, but you've somehow lived a Scorpio life. You've always been in touch with your inner Scorpio. At every given moment, Spirit is saying that. You've mastered the Scorpio. Okay, so you got a Scorpio man who's like, damn, he's not even a Scorpio. You're not even a Scorpio when you're better at it. Maybe they're not saying you're better because Scorpios are competitive. But this person admires you. This person is inspired by you. They see your creativity that cannot be taught. Your improv skills, your mind. It's like I feel like your mind only a Scorpio can understand. Your mind is random. Your mind is free, it's fun, it's limitless. You're no longer burdened by your mind. Scales, keep your life in balance. And teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay. So maybe Spirit is teaching you how to balance friendships. That some of the best love is Platonic. The most loving connections is often Platonic. Often just deep friendships. Some of the connections that will be here in your next life or in the next realm or wherever you go. It's probably Platonic. The people that you like to create with, you like to be around. You like to joke around with. May. Okay, Gemini, Taurus. Gemini energy. The social one. I think Geminis are probably the best partiers. Dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. The Gemini does what they want. And sometimes the Gemini doesn't want to party. Sometimes the Gemini wants to stay in, wants to love their family. You can't really predict the Gemini. They do what they want. And the Gemini's lesson is to do as much of what you want as possible. It's like the Gemini is always looking to do something, always on the move. And it's their role to embrace that. Understand that they want it that way. You want it that way. There's a lot for you to do. There's a lot for you to experience. The Gemini is an experiencer. And sometimes the Gemini just wants to experience in their mind. Sometimes it's best to just stay in and work on your mind. I feel like Geminis are gifted at astral traveling, maybe gifted at dreaming, at just losing themselves. They tap into the spiritual unknowingly. A lot of Virgos too. Mercury energy, you're a prophet without even trying. Strictly through your intentions. Pig, be aware of greed. Okay, so there could be a dark Gemini as well. A greedy Gemini. Those exist for sure. I think we've definitely encountered those. Spirit is saying, look beyond the greed. It doesn't do you any good to be like, oh, they're greedy. Let me write them off. Let me say they're evil. So some Geminis could be greedy. Some Geminis could be cutthroat. Indulgent. Some Geminis. But they're mirroring something within us. They're showing something within us. Sometimes Geminis could do some heinous shits. They could do some crazy stuff. But it's not bad. It's literally showing us that there is no limits. Sometimes Geminis take one for the team. They take the blame. And it ends up that they were actually right, that they were actually just being themselves. Sometimes Geminis make mistakes and they take it personally. They're hard on themselves. But it was brave. It was brave for them to take that risk. All right, so if you're a Gemini, we love you. Don't be too hard on yourself or soft on yourself. If you feel like you deserve the criticism, maybe you do as well. All right. So it's important for Geminis to learn from their mistakes. Sometimes they do crazy shit, and it's important to acknowledge it. Have some accountability. An accountable Gemini is a powerhouse. Okay. Yeah. I think that's that. Also feeling Taurus energy. The feeler. The Taurus is the feeler. The Taurus knows how to relax, knows how to enjoy themselves. They have respect for themselves. And the Taurus is a great builder, a great networker. A networker without even talking. The Taurus is really good at setting the foundation. The Taurus puts in some work. They put in the dirty work. They like to work hard. The Taurus likes to work hard. They like to put in some work for society that only they know they're doing. And only they know how it's going to affect society. So the Taurus gives love. They're great at giving love. It's a green energy. The Taurus doesn't just take action just to take action. They take action because it feels good. They could feel the vibration. They could feel the vibration. So if you're being gifted from a Taurus, know that that's some real shit. Tauruses are often very in tune with the earth. All right. I love you. I'll see you later. God bless you. Peace.